Before anything else, I want to say I'm a big fan of you and Kuya Les, and I truly admire your relationship. I'm reaching out because I struggle with expressing my emotions, especially with my boyfriend. He often calls me nonchalant because I don't always show a strong reaction to sweet remarks or when something bothers me. It's challenging for me to confront issues directly, particularly when I'm upset. Instead of addressing problems right away, I tend to take time to process my feelings before responding. This has been a recurring issue in our 2 year relationship. My boyfriend prefers resolving conflicts immediately, whereas I usually need to sleep on it and get back to him the next morning. I realize this difference in our communication styles can create tension, and I want to improve for the sake of our relationship. I am not a confrontational by nature. I'm not confrontational by nature, and I often struggle to express how I feel when I'm upset. I worry that my difficulty in sharing my emotions could harm our relationship in the long run, and I'm genuinely a caring and thoughtful person. But I find it hard to let others, including my boyfriend, fully experience that side of me. Could you give me some tips on how to be more expressive with my opinions, thoughts, and emotions? I want to be able to communicate better, not only for my relationship, but also for myself. Thank you so much for your time and any advice you can offer. I truly appreciate it. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Letters to Joe. Now, this is again a an entry from the Letters to Joe Google form. If you guys want to send in your entries or your letters, you guys can find that over in the link on my bio or in the caption below. It depends wherever you guys are watching this from. Alam nyo, bigla alam nyo, sobrang nakaka-relate ako sa'yo, ate ko. As in, I don't know what else to tell you, but grabe yung relate ko sa'yo. Kasi ako din ganyan, not because I'm not in tune with my feelings, but I am in tune with it, but it's just not the way that others expect. Kung paano ako like to handle my emotions and how to communicate with other people when it comes to my emotions. Ganyan din ako. I don't think Les Paul has ever told me na nonchalant or anything like that. But I feel like, isa-isayin ko na lang ha. When I handle stress, hindi mo siya makikita sa mukha ko. Yan. Hindi mo makikita na malungkot ako sa mukha ko. Hindi mo mararamdaman kahit kung paano ko magsalita. You won't even know if I'm sad or if I'm going through anything. But there's one thing, kung paano mo siya malalaman, it's because when I get stressed, I have hair fall. When I get stressed, sumasakit yung tiyan ko. So, kumbaga, sa katawan siya. And since, I really appreciate that you also sent that letter here. And nakaka-relate talaga ako sobra kasi, if I may, gusto ko i-share yung experience ko kay Les. Kung pwede lang naman. Pero wala rin naman kayong choice kasi podcast ni Ate Jo to, no? But yes, actually, na-experience ko to. Ganyan din ako. Ganyan kami ni... Let me just focus the camera again. Ayan. Naka-experience din kami ng ganito ni Les. Ako kasi yung ayoko ng pinag-uusapan agad. Whereas si Kuya Les Paul nyo, siya yung, ngayon na, pag-usapan natin to ngayon, kung pwede na ngayon, go. And before he would try to explain it to me, kasi, diba, dancer siya. And usually, you know how artists are, kapag nasistress sila, there are other people na mas nakakasayaw ng maayos, nakakakanta ng maayos, nakaka-create ng, like, their new songs. Whereas with Les, when he's stressed, or when he's going through something, he can't dance, hindi niya kaya. And for someone who is passionate as him, that takes a huge toll on him because it's his passion and at the same time, it's his job. So if he can't do it, then saan siya kukuha ng pera, di ba? And ako naman, gusto ko relax muna tayo. I don't wanna have to talk about it. Ayoko muna ngayon kasi if pinag-usapan natin ngayon, I might say something that I will regret or I might say something na alam kong it wouldn't come across as the way that I say it. Most of the time, I experience things like that na even though that I say things and I communicate what I'm feeling like, the other person is not receiving the way that I'm explaining it to them. So, syempre ako, ayoko ng ganun. Kaya, madalas, gusto ko muna matulog muna or mag-relax muna. Ganun. We had a bit of difficulty I will say, in the beginning of our relationship when it comes to that. Kasi siya, gusto niya ngayon na. Eh ako, ayoko. Nahihirapan ako mag-open up. Nahihirapan ako mag-communicate. I just can't seem to find the right words to say things, especially when Les and I go through something like that. So, don't worry, hindi lang ikaw. Hindi lang ikaw. And not only sa ganun yun ha, pati sa mga, even with milestones in my life, napansin ko na I'm not communicative compared to other people when they have like huge milestones in their life. Pag ako, like, let's say, for example, graduate ako, I'm not like, oh my gosh, graduate ako, oh my gosh, I just had my first kiss, oh my gosh, I just had my brand new cell phone, milestones in your life, hindi ako ganun. Parang, oh, I have a phone now. Perfect. Let's go. Oh, I had my first kiss. Nice. Amazing. Or, minsan, ang problema ko is that my being nonchalantness, yun na lang yung term na gamitin natin because it's like mostly used anyway, right? It affects other people and how they receive it from me. For example, when Les is very expressive. Hindi man halata ha, kasi syempre, you guys only see like a portion of what we do on a daily basis. But Les is very expressive. If he loves you, he will show it. If he likes you, papakita niya sa'yo yan. Kakausapin ka niya. He will show interest in you. If happy siya, nakagraduate siya, nakakuha siya ng bagong PS4 niyang game. Yan. Papakita niya sa'yo. And I think it's pretty obvious kasi recently, I posted a bar kit video. I created a bar kit. For those who don't know what a bar kit is, it's basically a kit for people who are taking the bar exams. Sa mga law graduates, law students, kanyan. Even I didn't know that. If hindi sa akin sinabi ni Les that wala doon nagpapadala sa kanya ng bar kit, I wouldn't have known. But, anyway, so dun sa video na yun, papakita niya sa'yo kung masaya siya o hindi. And kaya ako kasi, my love language is giving gifts and acts of service. So, kapag yung love language mo, giving gifts, tapos binigyan mo ng gift yung gano'n ng partner mo, gano'n yung reaction niya, di ba? Ang sarap bigyan. So, there are videos in the past that would give him gifts and he is so expressive. Talagang, oh my God, Bear! Hala! Tapos magigiggle siya, tatawa talaga siya, ganun. I don't know. Make sure if you wanna check it out, like, Joe de Saga Bar Kit. Yan, type nyo. Ano pa ba? Joe de Saga Surprising My Boyfriend. Ganun. Ayan, hanapin nyo yan. Madaming beses na I gave him gifts. And to some people, it may seem like, oh, red flag, parang ikaw na lang, Ate June, lagi nagbibigay ng pera. Eh, ako kasi yung may trabaho sa aming dalawa. Ako yung may trabaho, and whereas Les, he's just taking the bar and he was a law student. So, syempre, di ba? Anyway, I digress, right? But, ang sinasabi ko dito is that, to make the long story short, ako talaga yung hindi masyadong expressive. And in the beginning, Les and I had a bit of problem with that. Kasi kapag Les is expressing his milestones with me, yung mga hardships niya, na tuwang-tuwa siya. Like, for example, he made, oh my gosh, finally, I made a dance to the song. Ang hirap, but I finally did it. Ganyan, he's very expressive. For example, ayan, nung graduation niya, graduate na siya. Ganyan, he's so happy. Ang daming moments sa ganito. Whereas ako, I am super happy. Sobrang masaya ako. Pero, hindi ako, oh my God, Bear! Finally! Hindi ako ganon. And kahit dati kapag sa mga huge milestones ganon, hindi ako ganon. And even if pag nag-aaway kami, hindi ko siya dinadamdam masyado. So, to relate to you, ako rin, ganyan din ako. And to give you a piece of advice, and I want to be completely honest with you, I think mas gusto mong anonymous yung name mo, no? To be perfectly honest with you, yes, it will harm your relationship in the long run. I'm telling you. But there is a way there is a way to resolve that. If you're here, I have a couple of advice to give to you, but it's still up to you. Again, disclaimer tayo, as always, us people who would give advices online, we're just here to guide you. Your relationship is your relationship. Mas kilala mo yung partner mo more than I do. So it's completely your prerogative if you want to follow our advice or not. But with my experience in the past, here's how we resolved it. This did not happen in a snap, ha? Hindi to parang, okay, one time, nag-communicate kami, and then okay na kami ni Les. No, it is not like that. Our relationship has been through so much. We are 8 years together, and I never want to impose that all of my advice can happen overnight. It is a journey. You will, you'll get to know sides of your partner that na magugulat ka, and you'll accept, and sometimes mahirap i-accept. But again, I'm telling you that if you apply these tips, hindi siya overnight. Lesson I had sleepless nights, talking over the phone until 4 a.m., talking outside the house at 3 a.m., trying to resolve things. Yun pa naman yung pinakaayaw ko kapag yung, in the beginning of our relationship, yung pag nag-aaway kami, tapos at the expense of our sleep, hindi kami matutulog ng 2 a.m., 3 a.m. para lang i-resolve, because trust me, I've tried it his way, and sobrang nahirapan ako. Ang daming at the expense of our sleep together, 2 a.m., 3 a.m., and it was just the most difficult time in my relationship. Again, that was, no una pala, first year namin, second year namin together. Yun. Anyway, here's my advice. Imagine this, right? You are, I don't know how old you are. Siguro 25. Let's say you're 25, right? Inassume na lang, no? Let's say you're 25. And you meet this guy. Wait, did you mention kung ilan taon? Oh, 2 years. You met this guy like when you were 20. Ang 25 nga, 2 years ago, 20. Ate Joe. Charot lang. Let me fix my cam again. There. So, you're 25, you met this guy when you were 23. Can you imagine spending so much time with a person that you did not know for 23 years? Can you imagine that? Kung may kapatid ka man, yung kapatid mo nga, simulang bata kayo, magkasama kayo, nag-aaway kayo, paminsan-minsan. Paano pa kaya yung partner mo, di ba? Paano kaya yung boyfriend mo? Paano yung girlfriend mo? Can you imagine? So there really is, it's bound to create some kind of conflict. So the sooner that you understand that and you get a grasp of that, the better. Kasi imagine mo, 23 years kang hindi mo nakakasama tong tao na to. Tapos, kumbaga, wala namang pumipilit sa inyo na to stick around together, but it's just that you love the person enough for enough for you guys rather to go through this hardship. So in the beginning, sa amin ni Les, we couldn't understand each other. We couldn't just see eye to eye, which is common. Which is common to most relationships. And I want you to hear me out, right? Na misunderstandings in relationships is a way for you to better understand your partner, to better see your partner where he or she is coming from. Nung una kasi, ako siguro yung hindi masyadong marunong mag-communicate talaga kay Les, because I came from a relationship na very explosive. Pag nag-aaway kami, sigawan talaga, dabugat talaga. So I never got used to in the beginning of my relationship with Les, but eventually naging calm and nonchalant na si Ate Jonu, which is like the best version of myself. I love this version of myself. The trick is to talk to your partner when both of you are calm. To make a commitment towards each other that when this happens, we need to do something. We have to do something. I cannot, hindi ko siya I cannot dictate what that is for your relationship. Kasi iba-iba tayo ng iba-iba tayo ng relationship, iba-iba tayo ng kinalakihan, ng kinasanayan. So, I can't dictate that for you. But here's what lesson I did. It took a while. Siguro years for us to actually, hindi naman master, but gotten used to how we both should deal with each other, especially when we're in an argument. So, ang ginawa namin, si Les, um, gusto niya ngayon na. Gusto na niyang ayusin ngayon. I told him, hindi ko kayang ngayon na. And in-explain ko sa kanya. Sabi ko sa kanya na, I can't. I need time to think. I'm not asking you, ito na yung compromise ko sa kanya, I'm not asking you to sleep it over ng kinabukasan. I just need a moment. Give me at least 5 to 15 minutes to think about what's happening here so I can better understand my thoughts and my feelings. So eventually, I got him to agree. So, yun na yung naging compromise namin. I don't know if that will work sa inyo, sa relationship nyo, but that's just something that worked for Les and I. So, when we would get into small arguments now, meron na kami. Hindi na, ayusin na natin ngayon. It's just that we take a moment of silence, we drive home, and then we just reconnect. Para relax lang ang lahat, okay ang lahat, kalmado ang lahat. Now again, I'm not telling you that this should be the way it is, but it somehow worked in my relationship, then maybe you should give it a try. It's not, yung compromise na yun, hindi naman kailangan ganun. It also will take some time for you to figure out how to resolve it, how to compromise with it, but at least you're with step one, di ba? And it's also nice to also ask your partner then na, kumbaga parang brainstorm moment siya. We could compromise. What do you think we should do together? When in times like this, ano kaya pwede nating gawin, di ba? Ganon. And I feel like there's absolutely nothing wrong naman with what you mentioned na um mas gusto mong kapag nag-address ka ng problems, you take time to process your feelings before responding. Kasi nga, we don't want to say something that will hurt the people that we love. That's why we're like that. It means that you are caring. Yun, you're caring enough na you won't hurt yung mga taong mahal mo. Tinagalog lang ni Ate Jo, di ba? Pero totoo naman. Ako rin ganun ako. I don't want to say something na i-regret ko later on. And for me, words are tough because I don't know, for me, it just matters a lot. Because if you say things, that means you mean it. You don't say I love you and then you don't mean it. Or pag sinabi mong I love you, is there a different meaning outside of it? Diba? Kaya I'm very particular with the way I say things too, and the way that I deliver the way that I say things, because in just a snap, it can be turned into a different narrative. So that's completely fine. And I actually salute you because you take time to process your feelings before responding, whereas there are other people who don't do that. Na basta kung ano lang maisip nila, sasabihin nila, kahit makakasakit sila ng ibang tao, kahit makakaapak sila ng ibang tao, sasabihin nila. Diba? So I really hope that you find a way to compromise with your partner, not only with your partner, but with yourself. Kasi minsan, di ba, parang meron tayong mga prinsipyo sa sarili natin na, ayoko muna siyang kausapin kasi parang for me, that's rude. Kakausapin mo kagad. But if you truly love this person and if you want to work things out, there should be a compromise. Kahit na hindi naman masisira yung principles mo, but you're gonna work a way around it. Yun. So, thank you to you who has sent me this entry. I really appreciate you. Sobrang nakarelate ako sa you today. And I hope I get to hear from you soon. Kasi mostly, yung mga nagagawan ko ng mga podcast episodes here, you guys reach out to me. And I'm happy. I want to hear more from you. Kung if you try this one or if you figure out another way to compromise, let me know. If you guys want me to read your entries, you guys know what to do. It's in the link in my bio for that Google form or in the caption below. It depends where you're watching or hearing this or listening rather this from. This is Letters to Joe. New episodes every Saturday at 1 p.m. Bye.